Alright, ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, Addy, again, and I hope you guys are doing alright. So these past couple of weeks have been kind of insane given the amount of Final Fantasy 16 coverage and trailers that have been coming out, and it's no secret that anytime there is something new on Final Fantasy 16, I'm immediately on it, I'm reacting to it, checking it out, getting 10 times more excited than I already am for the game to come out in June, and today's gonna be no different. And that's because, as you guys can probably tell, there was a new state of play that dropped today, which was nothing but approximately 20 minutes of Final Fantasy 16 coverage. Now, normally I would do a live stream to react to something like this live with you guys, but again, given that this was only around 20-ish minutes, right here you can see it was 25, I figured there'd be no point in doing that, so I kind of just waited for the whole thing to be over, went and took care of some errands today, and now I'm back, and I'm really stoked to check this out. Like I said, anytime there's new gameplay or anything of the sort for Final Fantasy 16, I get even more excited than I already am, because everything I've seen so far at this game has been hitting all the right notes for me. Final Fantasy 16 is the first game in a long time that is a mainline entry into the series that I am incredibly amped for. Remember in Yoshi P's hour-long PAX East demo of Final Fantasy 16, he was talking about how we'd be getting more details about the RPG elements of the game in April, and it's April now, and it is April 13th, and we got a state of play, so things are lining up. I'm hoping this video here goes into the stream rather, goes into a lot of details about the RPG elements in the gameplay and stuff like that, but we'll see. I don't care what it is, I just want to see it. Here we go. All right. A PlayStation.
Hello everyone, this is Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI, and welcome.
Right, his full name is Naoki Yoshida.
Today, I'm here to talk a little bit about the story, world, and combat system of Final Fantasy XVI.
Very cool.
As well as reveal all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems.
There you go, RPG elements.
We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running on the PlayStation 5. I hope you'll stay with us until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for you.
Oh, they're playing a very beautiful rendition of the main Final Fantasy theme there, I just noticed. But this is nice. We're getting a lot of information, not just about the RPG elements in this trailer, or in this coverage.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant.
Oh, Shiva's dominant? That's cool.
The dominant.
Nice, we're hunting down other dominants.
Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Right, that's Sid. I'm loving the cast of characters that we've seen so far in all the trailers and stuff like that. Liking that I know a little bit about the story before going into this game.
Focus, Wyvern.
Did you just call this a wyvern? That's funny.
Home sweet home.
Oh, sorry. That's Sid. My bad.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy XVI.
I was like, Sid looking a bit different, but no,
Final Fantasy
that's where he
16
actually was.
Is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history.
Very long.
While this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in.
I'm actually listening to the sound design of the slashes right now. It sounds so great.
Final Fantasy XVI has been developed as the first true action RPG.
That's Joshua. That's cool. Phoenix, right? He's a Phoenix dominant.
Using the power of the PlayStation 5 to its fullest, the
sir.
game delivers an expansive, thrilling gameplay experience which we liken to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
I love the PAX East stuff that we checked out, man. I love how we got all these extra juicy details on the game, all of which bode well with me. And then, of course, this was the icing on the cake of the second to last thing we saw, Final Fantasy 16, the crazy icon fights. Oh my goodness. New environment here. Who's he fighting there? Dude, all the enemies look so cool. All right, dude. Easy peasy. I haven't even played the game yet, but just the energy is giving off, man. Oh god. I want to say it's an easy contender for Game of the Year or something like that. But okay, I'm chill. Addy, don't freak out. Don't overhype shit, right? Alright, man. Final Fantasy XVI. Really excited to see what they talk about in today's
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place in the realm of Valisthea.
Valisthea, that's such a cool name for a world.
The tale of Clive, shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
Ivalice, Gaia,
Three
Rolistia.
distinct periods in our hero's life: his teens, 20s, and 30s.
Teens, 20s, and 30s. Cool. So he's probably going to look ancient when he's in his 30s, given Final Fantasy character designs. And how people who look like they should be in their 30s are actually in their young or early 20s in the game. It's funny.
To experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present.
No, I'm kidding. We've seen him in his 30s.
On this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
I've seen the side-by-sides of him. I'm just messing around. Ooh, the Paso looks really nice in his younger years. What I like so far from the impressions I'm getting is the fact that, like, as the game goes on and as he gets older, the world will become a lot grittier and darker. Right? Like, I'm assuming this, yeah, Joshua's death and all this stuff is going to happen closer towards the end of the first act, when Clive is younger. So kind of start to tread the darker territory of the game after, like, a very not so dark opening to the game. You'll get that stark contrast, and the rest of the game that follows will get darker and darker from there. I'm hoping that's how it goes. At least those are the impressions I'm getting. And couldn't be more excited. Like, the storytelling, it looks like they have that nailed down from the trailers and stuff. Just can't wait to get my hands on it, man.
Navigation in Final Fantasy XVI is driven via a world map, with locations being added and updated as players progress.
And again, open zoned, which I'm excited for as well. The one time I got that part wrong, I was like, oh, it's open world, I think. No, it's open zone.
Access to all manner of locations across Valisthea.
Yes, sir. Ooh, I'm liking this biome.
Players will meet new friends, encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
The more I see of this game's diversity with its biomes, the more I can't wait for June to get here. I swear to God. Like, look at this, man. It doesn't need to be open world, right? It's just, as long as you give me these large, colorful zones to explore and get lost in, right, that you just go ham at putting detail into, I'm sold. And the white chocobo. I remember when I was younger, by the way, funny story, I would see little clips here and there of YouTube when I was relatively younger, right? And I would be like, oh, they're white chocobos in Final Fantasy Tactics? That's like one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. It turned out it was a mod, of course. And I would like spend days on my PSP trying to find the white chocobo and try and find ways to get it. And little did I know it was a mod. But in this game, it's a legit mount you can get, right? Sorry, little anecdote about white chocobos and me from when I was a youngin'. All right, here we go.
All the battles in the game take place in real time.
Yeah, man.
Not turn-based.
This is specifically what has me sold about a mainline FF game after so long, is the fact that it's real-time action and they're fully devoted to that.
The icons that he encounters.
It's not some like quasi real-time action or awkward sort of hybrid between turn-based and real-time. They're putting all their eggs in this basket, right? Very excited. Like, I like the confidence that their game design decisions exude. I'm sorry, the confidence that this game exudes in terms of game design. I'm trying to forge sentences correctly there because I'm so hyped. God, this is so sick. Ooh, there's a heavy there. That's cool. Honestly, you guys, I'm having way more fun just watching the diversity in biomes in this trailer than the actual gameplay, which we've seen many times now. Because so far, I think we've seen a lot of gameplay, but not a whole lot of diversity with the different levels and the biomes and stuff. We did sorta, but in this one, they're really going in on that and showing off like what we can expect, you know, in terms of world traversal. Oh shit, that attack looks fucking sick. Was that Odin? Sorry, I have to go back for a sec. It looked like Zantazuken or something. It looked like an Odin attack. I think it was. I'm looking at the bottom right. It looks very Odin-esque. Because Odin is predominantly like slash-based. He does all these crazy flurries with his sword. Oh man. Loving the music. There's like combat porn right now. Cover your eyes, guys. This is some combat pornography. All right. Okay, now we're gonna get a lot of intel on the menuing and the
characteristics.
Yes.
Depending on the icon they are derived from.
Okay, skill trees. I don't think you've seen this before.
Can use ability points collected by defeating enemies,
right?
To unlock more abilities.
Pretty straightforward action RPG elements. That's so cool. So you have different circles.
Which iconic ability to unlock or
upgrade? For the different icons.
No problem. You can let the game choose for you.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so you can kind of like optimize towards a certain
Final Fantasy
playstyle.
16 includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action
the
games,
rings,
bringing them a truly enjoyable experience. Players
You're
are
familiar with
encouraged
this?
to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their own playstyle.
Yeah, man, I think that's such a cool concept. I'm a big fan of games that don't have difficulty options at the start.
Who may struggle with action gameplay is the ring of timely focus.
And I like this game's approach to it, where it's like everyone is on like a level playing field until they use the rings to kind of manipulate the difficulty for their own playthroughs.
As well as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack.
So awesome.
Giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade.
And sorry, let me
alternatively, players
let me just move my face cam real quick. Yeah, just so you guys can see the UI a little bit better.
Evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
Right, exactly. It's very, you know, it's very manipulable, right? The whole playstyle thing. You can kind of like change up the rings
and for those who
and do a lot of things to influence the difficulty for your own playthrough in terms of what you struggle with or what, you know, how you want the game to kind of flow. That's really awesome. And you can kind of see the
timely accessories
rings that the dude has equipped in the top left, so that's also why I wanted to move my
themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
Okay, so there is sort of like, let me just pause that real quick. So there is sort of like a difficulty setting, right? So story is begin the game equipped with several accessories to simplify gameplay. Right, so if you choose story, I guess you would get a bunch of those rings that you can equip to make the game easier if you want. And then, yeah, so recommended for players who are less comfortable with action and wish to focus. Very interesting approach to difficulty, man, I have to say. This is really neat. And let me just back up a bit. So what does action say? So you started with standard equipment. So I guess they're kind of the same, right? They're one and the same difficulty. It just changes what you start with. And I'm assuming you can get all those things that you start with on story mode later on action mode. And those things are probably the rings, to be specific, that kind of make things easier for you in different ways.
Along his journey who will join him
Very
as
interesting,
friends
man.
And allies.
Yeah, dude, Torgal's huge.
These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
Sidolphus, who becomes a mentor to Clive. Jill, a friend from Clive's youth.
It really
cool.
Such encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Nice, introducing a couple of character dynamics and party members and stuff. I like it.
These companions will even accompany Clive on his adventures.
Oh, some of them.
And finding lots to talk about.
Okay, so that's actually kind of a big key detail.
Players will only need to focus on controlling Clive.
So it doesn't have like a
fully AI driven, providing support for the hero and constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
So it's a lot of guest characters, right? It's more guest focused. Instead of you having like party members who are there consistently throughout the experience as soon as they're added to your adventure. They kind of just like swoop in at certain points of the story and help you out as like guest members, kind of like in Tactics. Like the key characters of the story are there for just a little bit. I wonder if this game will take a similar approach where like once they've been there for long enough in the story, like when the story calls for them, at a certain point, they can kind of just be added permanently. That would be cool. Yeah, of course, Torgal. Yeah, I'm actually
strong and fiercely loyal hound.
Yes, sir.
Is always by Clive's side.
The best
and willing
boy.
To stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may
Yeah, I
befall
gotta
him.
get a Torgo plush, man. You
Torgo
see how
will
like a little
act of
dog
his
back
own
there?
accord, but players can also give him direct commands.
I'm sorry, but that doggo has got to go up on my shelf for a little bit. I got to get Torgo
Just
on there.
don't forget to give this good boy some treats every now and then.
Oh, you betcha I won't forget.
Goots, get her upstairs.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it.
She's the best
Pretty
thing
quirky
on this side
characters.
of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
After progressing somewhat through the game, Clive will gain access to Sid's hideaway.
Right, we've seen this before too, and I love the music of it, man. Shit. The music
Here
of
in the
this
hideaway,
hideout
Clive
stuck
will
with
find
me
a
ever
shop
since we saw
where
the
he can
Pack C
purchase
stuff.
new weapons,
I feel like the
armor,
music's
and
going to be
consumables
indelible
such
in
as
this game.
potions.
Right, so there's like a shop here. Very cool.
Well,
Blackthorn, a highly skilled
What's that
blacksmith,
for you?
I think we
works
saw
the
this guy.
hideaway's forge. Bring in materials to craft new gear or upgrade
Best
existing
work.
items.
Will do.
Very cool,
After
man.
upgrading your equipment or unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone.
Nice, we finally get to see training mode here. So the Redstone concept was kind of sick,
Here,
man.
players can enter a virtual training area outside the bounds of time and space,
That
where
is
they are
awesome.
free to refine and practice combos of their
That's
very
so
own.
cool. It's like literally Devil May Cry,
Once
right?
you're confident in your skills, try your hand at arcade mode and see how your scores stack
They're going
up
like they're
against
fully
players from
devoted to
around
like the Devil
world.
May Cry route. With how it's like very, you know, action heavy, real time heavy, and as a result, you have all
Hideaway
these
is
different
home to a lot
combos you
of
gotta
other
like
features
practice.
as well.
And that area also has, if I remember correctly, the ability, it gives you the ability to go back to previous fights and, you know, do them in certain ways. So there's certain time
Not only
restrictions
will
and stuff to be
players
able to like
discover a
place on
variety of side
leaderboards.
quests
So there's a
here,
bit of a
but
competitive
they can
aspect
also
to it.
view information on quests offered all around Valisthea.
Nice side quests. This game looks so ambitious, man. I just love the impressions I'm getting. It's always so nice to be able to see so many trailers for a game you're excited for back to back, and never see something in any of them that make you
Alright,
like a little bit
Clive.
concerned, right?
Still busy saving
They've
the
just
world.
been on a roll.
mid. When did you get back?
Oh shit, it's probably like pretty far into the game. Clive looking all grown up. Love how there's like a Moogle, man. That's so cute. So
I wasn't
great
expecting
seeing
you
like
back
all the
so
series
soon.
mainstays of Final Fantasy permeating the open world in the way that they do in this game, right? Like the Moogles, the Chocobos. Like it's all
Visit
here.
the hunt board to
The
gain
sounds.
information on elite marks, fearsome foes lurking about the realm in desperate need
I'm
of
sorry,
slaying.
like,
The Moogle will be your guide.
man, it's got chills thinking back to Final Fantasy IX, one of my favorites, and how, you know, important the Moogles were to that game. And like I said, the late 90s era of FF games are my favorite, right? FF7 is my favorite game of all time. Well, that's cool. So yeah, bounties and stuff, it's awesome.
There's also Loresman Harpocrates, who will unlock Valisthea's secrets as Clive recounts tales
Oh
of
my
his
god.
adventures.
Even like the little pixel icons, they're there too. Forgot about that.
I have quite the find for you today.
It's like pure fan service, like the sounds, everything,
You wish
man.
to study the tomes?
Here for
Fuck, this
another of my
music.
lectures.
And Vivian Ninetails,
What is it that you
a
wish
scholar
to
and
learn?
strategist who will
Here's
be
the
more
latest
than happy to
information I
explain
have.
to Clive the current state of the realm and provide
Cool.
information on key players. There are all kinds
Lore
of
master.
interactions and features in the Hideaway to help players get even more enjoyment out of their time
That's
with
so
Final
cute, and,
Fantasy
like,
16.
Their icons on the map are also pixel icons. I thought there's just a cute little Easter egg when you're saving the game, as we saw last time, but no, they're actually this involved in the overall experience. To where you see them as icons of the map for the characters. Oh my shit, that's a crystal, isn't it?
On his travels, Clive will encounter a wide array of fearsome foes.
The very first enemy we saw in the very first trailer, like 3 years ago, almost. The Marlboro. Or it's called a Marble in this. That's funny. Oh yeah, again, they're showing us a lot more gameplay from like the snippets we saw of these very same scenes in the reveal trailer of 16. Beautiful. God, what a time to be an FF fan. Fafnir. Midnight Raven. Jesus, dude, this enemy variety, though. Like, calm down, game. There's too much variety here. You're making yourself look too cool. Stop looking so cool. The white Torgal just went in and started mauling him. Oh shit, assassinate. This motherfucker doesn't play around. But neither do we.
He will, of course, clash with the dominants who wield the power
Hugo.
of the icons.
Nice, I knew it. I had a feeling this dude was like using some iconic shit. We saw him earlier in the trailer too. Who's the rock-based summon? He's got to be that one. A Titan, maybe? I feel like he's a Titan dominant. Trying to remember my summons.
Colossal beasts who hold the surrounding lands under
Fucking
their sway.
dragons? No way. We got like fucking everything here. We got
Mysterious
fucking
constructs
everything.
of the fallen, a civilization shrouded in mystery.
What the fuck? Yeah, I forgot about this too, right? Like there was an ancient civilization that had advanced technology lost to time. They mentioned that in the last one. Yoshi P did. So they're in here too. Like, goddamn, this world is rich as fuck. I feel like every Final Fantasy game has some aspect of that, right? Like there's an ancient civilization that's been lost to time. At least from the ones that I've played. Like almost every single one of them had that. And either that civilization was more advanced or more primitive, but maybe a bit of both. So interesting.
And we cannot forget the icons themselves.
Yes, sir. Dude, how much of this is left? I'm having way too much fun.
Unparalleled real-time action combat.
Or 5 minutes,
as
fuck.
Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins
Oh,
and
God.
shatters his very limits.
Oh, she looks cool as fuck.
The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon battles.
Yep. Hands down. Those WWE style wrestling matches. Except this time we're fighting as icons. And they were talking about that too, right? They were directly inspired by wrestling.
These epic
When it comes to
confrontations
designing these.
all play out in real time, allowing players to control their very own icon with their own hands.
One other thing I wanted to really appreciate about these trailers, you guys, is they're showing us just the right amount. Like, whoever's put together these trailers did a fantastic
These
job
battles differ depending on the icon encounter,
of not
and
spoiling
every
too much of the
showdown
game.
is unique, right down to gameplay.
I can really
Players will
appreciate that.
experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that encompass the entire battlefield.
Oh shit, we haven't seen that before. Right, it's only natural that Clive would have like a flamethrower
These
attack.
massive-scale boss battles are entirely seamless, and I
By
can
Hammett.
promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the game for yourself.
Fuck, man. It's like this game was made specifically for me from everything I'm seeing so far. And I hope I can say that by the time I'm done my playthrough in June. Like, they're taking everything that I personally want to see in a video game and throwing it all into a blender here, right?
Nice trick.
A single player, a rich world,
But if you can do it,
enthralling combat,
so could I!
Final Fantasy, shit. This is so fucking badass. Fucking... And, like, the crazy thing is, I want to be, like, Game of the Year, but then you realize how fucking insane 2023 has been and how much crazier it's gonna get with other games, too, right? You just don't know what's gonna end up taking it, man, at the end of the year. Like, there's so many good games coming out, and games that have come out so far. Video games are amazing again. I mean, they've been for a while, but I think this year is gonna go down in the history books, dude. 100%. I'm so excited. I want to know what you guys think too in the comments. Let me know, man. Like, this shit right here is all right up my alley. I feel like a little kid at a fair or something like that, man. It's just such a joy being excited for a mainline FF game again for me personally, because like I said, it's just not been a thing for me for a very, very, very long time. Maybe there will be a spin-off here or there, which I'll really enjoy, or mildly enjoy, but otherwise, the words hype and Final Fantasy have not gone in the same sentence for me for a very, very long time, man. And again, it's no disrespect to the games that have come out themselves. I'm sure a lot of them are phenomenal, right? I'm absolutely positive of that. It's just in terms of them gelling with what I personally want, hasn't been the case. I mean, like, look at this, dude. Holy moly. All right, game. You can calm down now. I get it. You're fucking cool. Well, not really cool, considering we're on fucking fire right now. Pun absolutely intended. Shit is so epic. Fuck, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of cool.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank
You're a
you
fucking legend, dude.
to join us today. Final Fantasy 16
Yoshi P,
worldwide June
his team,
22nd.
Like all of them.
And there's still plenty that we've left to review.
God.
Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more. We hope to bring you more on these aspects.
And again,
of the
I haven't
game
played
in the near
FF14.
future. Also, I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists.
Is that what's playing in the background?
Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store for you in the coming weeks, and I hope you'll all pre-order the game and join us in Valisthea on release day.
When he says the main theme of...
producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
See you next time. What an absolute hero, dude. See, I have a lot of thoughts, man, and all of them are really good ones, but all I can really say right now, all I can really conjure out of all my hype is I am fucking excited for this, and I love absolutely everything I have seen. I think out of all the trailers we have seen so far, or coverage or demos or whatever you want to call them, literally anything FF16 related that gives us more information about it leading up to its release, this state of play here has probably got to be my favorite of the bunch, that has got me the most excited for it, right? But all of it has been incredible so far, man. I just love how ambitious this game is shaping up to be, right? How much care and effort seems to be injected into this entire experience. And that's always such a joy to witness here, man. And I cannot wait for June. There are just so many titles that I cannot wait to experience this year. And like I was saying while watching this thing, man, it's such a great time to be a gamer right now, at least for me personally, in terms of everything that's coming out, everything that has come out, that have been hitting all the right notes for me 100% without fail. And yeah, I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Are you guys hyped for FF16? I know I am, and I always say that at the end of my FF16 reaction videos. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think. What did you guys love about this? If you're interested in it all, let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button if you want to see more reactions like these to things I'm excited for. And also Let's Plays and reviews of the games that we play over on Twitch. Inevitably, I am going to, of course, be doing a Let's Play of FF16 and a stream through of it, followed by the inevitable review, of course. So yeah, if you do want to know when those are going to be going up after the game comes out, make sure you're subscribed. Those are going to be epic. Thank you guys so much. But until the next one, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, keep on keeping on.